We suck, guys. We're horrible. Pete with Philly Rovers here. 4-1. Rovers fall yet again. More of the same in January that we saw in December, and it's not even that we're not good enough anymore. We know we're not good enough, and it's only now a realization that we're in a bit of a relegation fight, and it could be a long second half of the season, one in which that we are just going to be hoping, because, Garrett with the lone goal today, a couple of chances there, but, you don't have Sammy Smodge there to give us that finishing touch. There's nobody else there to do it. There's just, it's hard to explain how bad we are defensively. We're in a nosedive, falling off the cliff, in free fall. We remain 10 points out of relegation, but you keep losing. That gap is gonna close considerably. So February usually our worst month. And then you hear the Swedish news coming out about JDT yesterday, compounded with the game today. A lot of obviously vocal fans saying JDT out. The only problem I see right now, because, you do have to discuss this, is, with the run of form at hand, it's what's the alternative? You saw John Hustis go out and, you brought Rooney in. Who are we going to get Hustis in? I don't know. I know, and is it even, we've got way too many youngsters on the squad. We've got no one there. And then Sammy Smudge and Pickering both sick today. I don't know about this one, guys. I'm just kind of concerned in the transfer window here now. We saw Travis go out last Friday to Ipswich Town. And are we not done yet on the exits? Is there going to be more? Is this a fire sale? Are we in... As much as we've been warned by Waggett, and you hear this Indian taxes being spouted, I don't know if it's actually hit us yet, or if we are, if it's just, Greg is going to be looking to be doing some savvier business, and maybe we need even more money. You saw what happened in the Reading game today, being abandoned there, because they can't even afford an assistant manager there this past week, and the fans letting them have it, invading the pitch today. If this continues, if we go down this path, I don't see them getting rid of JDT. I just don't see it happening. It will be a thing where somebody actually has to come in for JDT in January and pay out his contract in order for him to leave. I don't know. I don't see him, Venky's pulling the trigger on that one. It's just so. And then Wallstedt, we got to get to the goalkeeper side of things. Pear's there on the bench. I know he's maybe not fit, match day fit ready, but everybody's saying, their grandmas could have fought better today. He's on the bench for a reason. If you're not going to use, if you're not going to put Hilton as the backup, you might as well just put in Pears. You're down 3-0 at the halftime. What could be worse? 2 goals. I mean, it was pitiful, guys. Pitiful. And it's just, we've already seen it. So it's just, it's goalkeeper troubles, goalkeeper concerns, defense struggling. So Hyam back and not doing it. And it's just, Greg's got to do something. Not sure what's happening with JDT. Is Sammy Smudge sticking around? Is Pickering sticking around? Who knows what's going on behind the scenes, guys? Is, are Venky's looking to unload and put us up on the market there? Because, we need to get maybe Charlie Day and Danny DeVito and Robert Downey and have that, Always Sunny Marvel team matchup and have our own documentary series. If we're going to play in this league, there's 6 teams that are still in parachute payments, but I don't even think it's a argument about parachute payments right now. We're not even good enough to compete with the non-parachute payment teams. So West Brom today, I think another game in which we make our opponents look amazing. I think they're very decent. They've been in 5th place for a long time throughout the season now. They've just kind of stayed put there, but they, you know, Daryl DK coming off the bench, the USA guy, looks like he's starting to pick up in form, but he's a little bit more fitness. And yeah, they had I think Tom Fellows was the young guy there. He got them off and running. Might have had the second, but yeah, it was yeah, we look poor, and it's more of the same from Rovers, and concerning times if this keeps up. We look to next week. I don't even know who we're playing. All I know is we got the FA Cup game in just over 2 weeks, and I think that will be a hard game against a League 2 squad. I think it will be a hard game, and I don't know if we'll come out of that one on the right side of things. So yeah, we'll compete with Philly Rovers here. Down and out. Post game, we had a good crowd in Philly today, but you know, they were good spirits, ready to start the new year. I know we had the Rotherham there on New Year's Day, and we didn't come out in that one. We got the poor draw. We hoped for better things today, but then we get the news of Sammy Smonich and Pickering, and I actually thought the lineup going into the game looked all right, and they were going to be able to do something. You forget for some reason, a couple of weeks go by and you get a little bit of hope. And you know, again, Sammy Sponge was the only one to score last week in the FA Cup, so he's everything right now, and without him, done, dusted. So long. Alright, I'm out for now, guys. Till next time, keep with Philly Rovers. Peace.
So ignore the fact that Southport's on in the background, but what do I think of the West Brom versus Rovers shabam? So basically, obviously, if you didn't know, West Brom won Rovers 4-1, right? So you've got to take that into account. So what I think is the Rovers desperately need some sort of defenders. There was quite a few times that I noted down that the defence was little to non-existent. And then I think we could all do with a new goalkeeper. I'm not saying replace him, but for games like this, where quite a few easy goals were passed because he was off his line, maybe we could do with having another keeper just to fill in for him, see how that goes, and then maybe he might end up getting put to second in mind. But that being said, obviously fans are calling for JDT to go. But how many games has it been that we've actually lost? I think it's been far too many that we've actually lost compared to how many we've won. I've seen a post, I've not calculated it by the way, but I've seen a post saying that Rovers have conceded the same amount of goals this season than what League Two's Sutton United have. So that being said, I do think it's time for him to go. Could be a bit controversial, but I do think it's time for him to go just because of the fact of how many we've actually lost. We are 10 points, I believe it is, off 22nd, so we're just sitting above relegation battle at the minute. And we have obviously Huddersfield, is it next week? I think so, yeah. One of them, have it next week or week after. But for all we know, Huddersfield are going to absolutely smash us one. So I do believe he's had his time. And that'd be that.
So Rovers get beat again. What a surprise. We're just fucking awful. Personally, is it time for JDT to go? If he walks, I don't blame him. If he gets sacked, I can see why he gets sacked either way. Either way, I sort of feel a change could be best for the club. We're just absolutely disgraceful at the minute. Half of these players aren't fit to wear the shirt. 3-0 down in 30 minutes is fucking embarrassing. Wolstead, I do not think I've seen a worse keeper in blue and white in my lifetime supporting Rovers, and I'm 22. And I think he's one of the worst keepers I've seen. He's up there with like Jake Keane level. He's absolutely diabolical. Can't catch a ball. He can't even fucking catch a cold. He's just so frustrating as a goalkeeper. Even his passing today, he misplaced loads of passes to Carter and Hyam. They were screaming at him. But the full defence at the minute is absolute shit as well. Our full-backs are awful, get beat all the time. They got tore a new arse today. Same with centre backs, embarrassing today. We need a full new defence and goalkeeper, in my opinion. Pers come back on bench today. He better start against Huddersfield because I don't want Wolstead to play another game for us at all. I think we should just sell him. He's not going to improve under Ben Benson because he's one of the worst fucking football coaches going. I don't know how he's been at the club for years. He's a set piece coach as well for us, and our set pieces are shit. And his goalkeeping coaching is shit as well. How's he still got a job? Just another frustrating day at the office. Only player I were impressed with today is Garrett. He's the only lad who goes and gets fucking stuck in for the team. None of these other players give a shit. I mean, none of them's fit enough to wear the shirt. It's absolutely embarrassing. One win in 9, and a draw in that as well. 7 defeats. Absolute arse, mate. It's really frustrating to watch. Usually every Saturday or Tuesday night, looking forward to going Rovers, looking forward to watching it on TV. Last 5-6 games, I just can't be arsed. I'm not in the mood to go watch Rovers anymore. It's just depressing. It's really depressing how shit we are. I've said it for a while now that we're going to be in a relegation battle, and I get called negative all the time. Yeah, if you look at it now, it's more fucking realistic than anything. It's just another bad day at the office. Is JTT going to walk tonight, or is he going to be sacked? Who knows? It'll be interesting to see what happens. But we need new players coming in. We're nice to see Costello and Gallagher playing again, even though they didn't do anything. Gallagher just come on and made loads of fouls. Just looked like he was there just to be a dickhead, really. Didn't do anything coming on. Just we're winding up West Brom players. But nice to see him back in team because we've probably missed them. But yeah, long season ahead, and I'm not looking forward to it. It needs to fucking improve. Very needs to improve very fast, or we're going to get relegated because this is a fucking disgrace.